Okay. Hey, guys, I'm back. Hi, Obama. Hi, Joe.
Hey, how you doing, Donald?
Howdy, Donald. I guess you've been busy.
Listen, all I want to do right now is play World of Warcraft. Playing a paladin on Turtle WoW is the most beautiful, glorious thing I've ever done in my life, folks. Better than playing golf, better than eating steak, maybe even better than Melania. Tremendous gameplay.
I feel that, Donald.
Yeah, I finally took a break from being the greatest president of all time and decided to log into the greatest game ever made, Turtle WoW. It's been a while, you know? Guess how much gold I had waiting for me in the mailbox? You won't believe it, but I earned over 9,000 gold in auction house sales. Tremendous. Nobody makes gold like me, and get this. I sold most of my shell coin to Obama. You wouldn't believe how much shell coin I had just sitting around. I don't have to worry about gold anymore, believe me. I made more gold from shell coin than all my other professions combined.
What in the hoo-ha dangle is a shell coin?
I'll tell you about Shellcoin later, Joe. The vendor is in Booty Bay, and and yes, I really enjoy checking the mail too. It's always a pleasure to see those auction house profits waiting in your mailbox. It's like the game is saying, "You've got mail," like from the America Online internet in the 1990s, except it's gold.
Oh, yeah, I love this stuff. You know, I love doing that mailbox stuff at Thunder Bluff. And I really like it when you get a letter in the mail. You know, sometimes you do a quest, and then after the quest NPC sends you a letter in the mail, they say, "Thank you to my character." How do you do that? I thought only players could send mail. It's pretty cool. It really ties you into the game. It's like getting a letter from an old friend.
Those little moments are the seasoning that makes Turtle WoW so flavorful. I love it when the quests do that. The flavor text is what elevates the experience, you know. Game mechanics are important, sure, but the real magic is in the storytelling. It's like how every speech needs a good hook. It pulls you in.
You know, they should really add some more paladin hero characters to the game. We got Uther, we got Arthas, we got Morgraine, and I think a paladin Trump NPC could be pretty great, honestly. I think a Trump NPC should do the Ashbringer Cleanse quest. Seriously, people would cry when they see how good my quest rewards are. The Horde would cry because they're really envious of how beautiful the Alliance is.
Shut the fuck up, Donald. You don't, man. Have you seen how beautiful Thunder Bluff is? Mulgore is really pretty. The Taurens have way more beautiful and cool stuff than the humans.
Trump, I bet your NPC would give the player a bubble hearth macro or something, and every quest reward would just be vendor trash for gold.
Well, sure, gold is good, but I don't even have a fucking bubble hearth macro, okay? Anyway, okay, I just want to play WoW. I just want to talk about cool swords. I want to rank the best armor shops in Stormwind. We already got our S-tier choice from last time. Today, I want to look at some cool swords. That's all I want to do, Obama. I'm tired, Obama. And Stormwind has some tremendous blacksmiths.
There are some very fine blacksmiths in Stormwind.
Oh, guys, I'm tired of swords. Swords are kind of overrated, don't you think?
Well, of course, a druid would say that. Druids can't even use swords at all. Sad.
Well, we did all that heavy armor stuff the last time we made a tier list. How about we check out some magical shops this time around? Stormwind has some real S-tier magical shops, I bet you.
Well, Joe, I'd love to check out some cool magical stuff, but we agreed last time to focus on the heavy weapons and armor shops until we got through most of the good ones, didn't we?
Right, and besides, the Mage Quarter is on the opposite side of the city, and we're not done with the old city vendors. You know, on my Paladin, I always RP walk through Stormwind to show off my cool armor to everybody. And it would take me too long to RP walk all the way across the city. I'm staying in the old city today.
Well, what about the Stormwind Park? That's where all the elves and druids like to go and chill. It's beautiful. It reminds me of Delaware. There's a moonwell there. The moonwells are really pretty.
Oh, the park is really nice, Joe. It's one of the nicer parts of the city, for sure. As a mage player myself, I prefer the Mage Quarter, and I believe it to be the loveliest city district in Azeroth.
It's kind of fun walking up that spiral staircase up the Mage Tower. I like it.
Sure, sure. Stormwind is beautiful. Everybody knows Stormwind is beautiful. Stormwind is the greatest city in all of Azeroth. Stormwind City is the crown jewel of Azeroth, folks. It's so great that even the Horde secretly wish they could live here. So that's why they keep invading it. You can't blame them for wanting something so beautiful. Too bad for them. They should have rolled alliance. But anyway, nobody cares about mage gear, Biden, so that's really why we aren't covering that topic. Mage armor is just silk robes. It doesn't protect against anything. That's why mages always die right at the beginning of the combat round, you know? A mage always rips aggro before the tank even blinks, right? And then the boss one-shots them. That happens all the time. This is why a mage can't tank. Cloth armor is weak, and it's kind of boring to look at.
Boring to look at? What the fuck are you talking about, Trump? Magic wizard robes are like super fucking cool. Everybody loves wizards. Everybody likes Harry Potter, right? What about Vivi from Final Fantasy IX? Vivi is the most lovable mage in all of video games. I cried at the end of Final Fantasy IX. Also, what about Tim the Enchanter from Monty Python and the Holy Grail? And what about Merlin? Merlin was cool, right? What about Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings? Gandalf is cool as
Everybody
fuck.
knows a mage can get to level 60 without wearing any gear at all. You can't do that on a warrior. You just can't. A good mage isn't gear dependent. You can get to 60 completely naked. All you need is a magic wand and a little bit of brain power. As a matter of fact, a mage takes very little skill to play. Try playing a warrior with no gear, and let's see how far you get. Try doing any of the Turtle WoW challenges as a warrior. It's way harder than playing a mage. Mage is the ultimate noob class in this game.
Bullshit, Donald. I bet you couldn't even get to level 20 as a mage without asking for help. I bet you died of kobolds in Elwyn Forest.
Funny joke, Joe, but everybody knows I've never died to a kobold in my life, not even once. Meanwhile, your druid is still stuck in the starting zone, sniffing flowers.
Sniffing flowers? That's called herbalism, you numbskull, and it's a useful profession for the druid class. Not that you know, because you've probably just been scamming people on the auction house. I know the name of your bank, Alt, Donald. I'm always in Thunder Bluff checking the auction house. I know your name, Donald. I know where you live.
I live in the White House, Joe. Everybody knows that. Both of you guys used to live there, too. Not like you'd remember. Meanwhile, I remember you were stuck in the starting zone for 3 days because you couldn't figure out how to get over 75 herbalism skill. And why the fuck are you still collecting Peace Bloom if you're at 300 herbalism? But anyway, mages are like the little baby toddlers of Turtle WoW, running around, crying for mana biscuits, standing around in their pajamas, casting Frostbolt, 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 over and over and over. Why don't you play a manly class like a warrior? Warriors are out there breaking bones and taking names. The warrior class is for real men with big balls, unlike you, Obama.
Donald, on the contrary, the Paladin is actually the ultimate noob class. Paladin is the only class where you can fall asleep on your keyboard and still survive a dungeon. But hey, I'm listening.
Obama, why do you only play pathetic cloth armor classes? Plate armor is obviously better. It's obvious that warriors require more skill to play than a mage. Ask anybody, Barack. As a matter of fact, all 3 cloth armor classes are for noobs. That's right, warlock, priest, and mage are all S or A tier noob classes because you technically don't need any gear at all to play them all the way to level 60. Just try the Turtle WoW challenge if you don't believe me, Barack. Oh, but wait, Obama, I know you like playing mage, priest, and warlock. Those are mostly the only classes you play, right?
Well, yeah, those are my 3 level 60 characters, and my main class is mage. I definitely don't think they're the easiest classes to play in the game, although they're not all that difficult in PvE.
I see. So you only play the noob classes. You're always standing max range from the opponent like a total fucking pussy, afraid to get up close and personal like a real fighter. Okay, seriously, if you roll a cloth armor class, you might as well do Turtle Well's Traveling Craftsman Challenge, or maybe the Vagrant's Endeavor Challenge. Play it as a mage, a priest, or a warlock. I promise you, it's really easy. A mage can go completely naked all the way to level 60. Any noob can do it. It's not hard at all, believe me. The real game doesn't even start till level 60 anyway. You don't have to worry about anything except running away all the time while freezing in your stupid ice cube and auto-shooting a fucking magic wand. It's a boring way to play World of
Oh,
Warcraft.
come on, Trump. I thought you liked mages. Don't you actually have like 3 mage alts?
Yeah, I do actually have 3 mage alts, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mages are the beginner class of World of Warcraft. There's nothing wrong with playing a mage as your main class. Nothing wrong with it, really. It's fine. It just means you're probably not very good at video games.
Donald, mage gear has intellect on it. Mages need intellect for mana and spell power. I would have to drink after every pull if I wasn't wearing intellect gear, and my fireball spell wouldn't hit as hard.
Oh, come on, Barack. Mages have a buff called Arcane Intellect. It gives you intellect. That's all you need, really. You even have a cool ice armor buff, for fuck's sake. You don't need shit. Or maybe you could talk to the Dark Moon Fair fortune teller for that 10% intellect buff.
Oh, the Dark Moon Fair. You guys, I love the Dark Moon Fair. I go there every time they visit Mulgore. And also a good excuse to visit Elwyn Forest. I really like it. It's a good vibe, I tell you. Guys, do you want to know some of my fortunes? I saved a bunch of my favorite ones in the bank.
You're just a hoarder. You can look up all the fortunes online so you don't have to save any of them. I bet your bank is just filled with junk. Let me guess, you've still got your starting zone gear in there. How much other useless bullshit do you hang on to?
At least I use my bank for cool stuff, Donald. I bet yours is filled with a bunch of extra gear you're never, ever going to equip. You're just saving shit for a rainy day. I bet you got some gear that you never even put on before.
So you don't know what it's like to have every raid armor set collected, every engineering trinket, and over 300 resistance for all schools of magic. You're just a fucking noob that can't play this game properly. And anyway, you could easily take any Turtle WoW challenge as a mage, priest, or warlock and reach level 60 without issue. Easy. The Traveling Craftmaster Challenge means you can only equip gear you make yourself or do Vagrant's Challenge for only white gear. It's easy for mages.
Guys, I know we're talking about mages, but can I just read one Dark Moon fortune cookie, please? I like this one. It says, never eat beef with a Tauren. It's pretty funny, right?
Well, who doesn't love a nice, juicy, medium-rare Tauren ribeye steak? Are you telling me Taurens are vegan?
Hey, what about this one? It says, never punt a gnome without due cause. See, I play a Tauren, a big old horde guy. And gnomes, well, they're on the Alliance. Gnomes are tiny, but, you know, kind of shifty. They've got that vibe like they're always up to something, tinkering with machines or whatever. So I figure, isn't that enough cause right there? I mean, to a Tauren, gnomes are like soccer balls. You could line them up and kick them across Mulgore. But what do you guys think?
I personally think gnomes are okay, but to each his own. How about this? I like this fortune that says one always learns best when teaching others. I have that one saved in my bank. Call me sentimental, but this piece of wisdom from the Dark Moon Fair is why I enjoy playing video games with you guys. We're always teaching each other, and we learn best that way, you know. Gentlemen, we're always constantly reminding each other how to properly play World of Warcraft in one way or another. For example, right now I'm schooling Trump on how to play mage because he doesn't really know shit about mages. He doesn't even know about the new arcane or frost bells on Turtle WoW. Now, mages shit all over paladins in PvP.
All mages are raging alcoholics. Yeah, that's right. At least I'm not an alcoholic like a mage. Paladins hardly ever drink at all. I can honestly say I haven't had one beer in my entire life. Not one beer. I thought mages had to drink after every pull anyway. That's why you have to make your own water and food. Mages are always drinking, always.
Mages are drinking plain water. We're conjuring water, not moonshine.
That's because making wine is a holy power. Everybody knows that. Making wine isn't a magical power at all. Transmuting water into wine, now that's something I could see a paladin doing. Well, I don't know. Maybe the Turtle WoW devs will add it one day. Anyway, mages are out there chugging drinks like frat boys at a keg party. But paladins, we don't need to drink because we got the Seal of Wisdom activated. Mages don't know shit about holy power.
Also, a good mage doesn't need to drink after every pull. That sounds like a skill issue, Donald. If I took the Traveling Craftmaster Challenge on Turtle WoW, I would obviously pick up tailoring and make good gear for myself. I would also use my wand for increased mana efficiency.
Mage is always going out of mana, Barack. It doesn't matter how much intellect gear you're wearing.
Protection paladins are always going out of mana, though, like way more than mages ever do. I think paladin is the ultimate noob class. Paladin is easily S-tier noob class. Let's be real.
As a protection paladin, I'm the backbone of the raid. I'm the guy everyone looks up to. Everyone looks at my cool armor and thinks to themselves, wow, that guy's armor looks fucking cool and he's carrying the whole team. That's because paladins can tank, heal, and DPS all at the same time. Druids are mad, warriors are mad, don't get me wrong, but they're really mad at paladins right now, really angry, because they know deep down that paladins are the best tanks. And not only that, but paladins are one of the best healers too, something warriors and mages could never really do. Mages are great and all, don't get me wrong. Mages are great, but any noob could play a mage. All you got to do is stand there and cast Frostbolt. It's really not hard to play a mage. It's honestly one of the easiest classes in the game. Tanking and healing are like way fucking harder than playing a caster class. Everybody knows that, Obama. Mages just fucking stand there all day and cast Frostbolt or magic missiles. Boring class, honestly.
Oh, before, you said mages are constantly running around like scared chickens. Now you say mages just need to freeze and stand still. Well, which one is it, Donald?
You know, guys, I've been playing on my female human mage, and I gotta say, I really love the female human casting animation. There's this elegance to it. Reminds me of Jill when she's working in the garden. Anyway, it's nice. I like magic. Magic is fun.
That's nice, Joe. I'm glad you can appreciate the charming art style of this game.
Well, I just think the humans look best in cloth armor. They just fill it out a bit more than the elves, you know what I mean? The ladies are pretty thick, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, let's focus. Let's get back to the tier list. We are ranking these Stormwind weapons and armor shops. Today, let's look at a shop in the old city called Honest Blades. Honest Blades, ladies and gentlemen. Honest Blades is owned and operated by a sole proprietor by the name of Mr. Heinrich Stone. Now, let me tell you something. Honestly, Heinrich is the best damn weapons blacksmith in Azeroth. There's nobody better than this guy at making swords. Nobody else has the craftsmanship of Heinrich Stone, believe me. I've seen a lot of swords, folks. Some great, some terrible. This guy, he's in a league of his own. People are saying he's the best, and they're right.
Well, let's take a look at all those swords on the table. Notice how the sharp edges are all facing away, keeping the customers safer as they browse the collection. It's a true mark of a professional and courteous blade crafter. He's honest and careful with his work.
Mr. Stone really cares about the people. You'll never meet anybody more honest than Mr. Heinrich Stone. This is surely a tier establishment. It's deep in the heart of the Alliance. He makes swords for all of the Alliance soldiers.
I agree. It's A tier for sure. Safety first. It's like when you hand someone a pair of scissors. Be careful about the pointy edge. Don't run with scissors, you guys.
Exactly, Joe. We always have to be careful when handling sharp objects. Safety first.
You know, I really love playing a protection paladin these days, but damn, these massive two-handed swords really turn me on. Makes me want to go deep retribution and pump the charts. I love pumping my big, huge DPS all over everything.
I understand wholeheartedly.
Look at these fucking swords. Just take a look at this one. It's a broadsword. Main hand, 2.3 speed, 17.6 DPS, 53 damage. Any warrior or paladin could rock one of these bad boys and be pretty much fine all the way to level 60.
It's a fine look for a mage as well. Magic swords are really fucking cool.
Sure, sure. One reason why I play a human mage alt is because they can equip one-handed swords. Swords look cool, right? A lot of people say that swords are the coolest looking weapon. A lot of people are saying that. Also, humans also get a bonus to sword skill. Swords are good for a human mage, but you'll never see a mage with Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker.
I'd love to see a mage with Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Well, what about a melee mage back? Just kidding. But hey, this sword is particularly bright. A really bright sword could be a fine look for a mage. Harry Potter used a bright sword, right? Didn't he have a really bright sword one time?
Hey, yeah, this is a really bright sword. Too bad druids can't equip swords, though. It's a pretty nice mage sword.
It's not a fucking mage sword. It's a paladin sword. Since the brightness is symbolic of the holy light, it's a holy sword.
Oh, I don't know. A trumpet sure looks more like a magic sword to me. Could cast some kind of illumination spell, just like Harry Potter. Lumos.
Yeah, it's too bright to be a magic sword. It seems like the sword has its brightness from holy, which is brighter than any magical power. Holy power shines brighter than any elemental or arcane magic. Everybody knows that. Obama, everybody.
Okay, whatever. Let's just look at the next weapon on sale. The rondelle. This one is a dagger. What do you think?
This dagger is curvy and smooth, so I really like that.
Same. It has a nice bronzed-looking finish on it. It's quite shiny and elegant for a dagger. What do you think, Trump?
I think it's a finely crafted dagger. You can't find better daggers in Stormwind than the rondelle. My main man, Heinrich Stone, makes the best rondelle-style daggers. This is probably the same exact dagger that all Alliance rogue NPCs use. You know, warriors can also use daggers for faster threat generation. Just look at the stats on those things. 1.6 speed is really good for generating threat, really good. It's a good dagger for a warrior.
I know paladins can't use daggers. I appreciate you staying civil when we talk about rogue weapons.
Listen, Brock, honestly, I don't want to brag or anything, but honestly, I have like over 30 purple weapons just sitting in my bank. I have 2 orange weapons, and I even have the fucking orange necklace from Molten Core. I have so much fucking gear, Obama. You know, I keep my Hand of Ragnaros in the bank because the Corrupted Ashbringer is better. I put the Fiery Enchant on my Baron Rivendare sword just for the cool vibe. So, look, what I'm trying to say is paladins don't need daggers, and no honorable paladin would use them, even if we could. Daggers are not honorable weapons. Daggers are the weapon of choice for thieves. Warriors use them too because warriors are badass, and warriors can do whatever the fuck they want.
Fair enough. What about ninjas? Ninjas are badass. Ninjas use daggers too.
Ninjas are cool. I guess that makes daggers cool too. Aren't rogues kind of like ninjas, though? I feel like some rogues are like James Bond, and other rogues are like ninjas.
I don't know. Paladins aren't ninjas. We're too glorious. But I guess ninjas are pretty cool. I love Japanese people. I really do. Yeah, no, Japanese people love me. They're very kind, very good people. I always have a good time in Tokyo, believe me, very good time.
Well, there's no denying the attention to detail that's been put into the Rondell dagger.
It's a pretty nice looking dagger. Bronze curves. It's got those bronze curves.
All right, enough about daggers. Let's move on to a real weapon of the Alliance military. Look at this thing. It's a huge main hand sword. It's perfect for tanking. You'll feel like a warrior of elden times using this thing. It's a fine weapon for the Alliance foot soldiers. It's called the Falchion. The speed is 2.2. The DPS is 25.7. And I think that's pretty good. It proves that this blacksmith belongs in the A tier. It's in the heart of Stormwind City. This shop is like the heart of the Alliance itself.
Yeah, it's pretty good for all those NPC guards we see walking around guarding our cities.
I mean, it's good for anybody. Let's be real. Any noob can get to level 60. Do you really need all that leveling gear? Don't waste your gold. You don't need any gear at all before level 60. That's why Turtle WoW added the Vagrant Challenge, where you got to level up with just white rank gear. People are proving that not only is it possible to hit 60 with no gear, but it's really fucking easy. Gear doesn't matter until level 60, Obama, everybody knows that. Unless you're a fucking noob or something.
Come on, man, this is an RPG, this video game. Why would you want to nerf yourself so hard? That doesn't sound fun at all, although I see how some players would be crazy enough to try it. And what about warriors? Warriors need as much gear as they can get. Donald, I know you play a warrior alt with your buddy Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, well, Stallone plays an orc warrior, and I play a human warrior. Stallone's orc and my human warrior are like the Rocky Four of WoW. Our partnership proves that the orcs and humans can be friends, just like when Thrall, the war chief of the Horde, had sexual relations with Jaina Proudmoore.
Oh, nice. Did they have a cute little half-human, half-orc baby?
Donald, while you're leveling your paladin, wouldn't you want a sword that's better than the falchion? I know you love your blues and purples.
I mean, sure, I refuse to wear any gear that isn't orange, purple, or blue. That's true. But listen, if I had to, I could do it easily. I could easily do the Turtle Wild Vagrants Challenge on any class. You got your best man in Stormwind right here, Mr. Heinrich Stone. Look at this fucking guy. He's strong. He's making the finest swords in Stormwind. It's all you need, really. You can get all the way to level 60 if you got Heinrich Stone on your side. He's the fucking man.
But wouldn't it be boring to play like that? I mean, let's be real here. It's like the people who take the boring adventure challenge. I think it's ridiculous, personally.
Listen, on Turtle WoW, there are people who take slow and steady challenge and vagrant, so they level up slower, and they can only use white gear, and some do the boar challenge too on top of that. And get this, believe it or not, would you believe that warriors do this too? Imagine leveling a warrior in only white gear. Can you believe that people do that? It's crazy. Some do it as hardcore in war mode too. Unbelievable.
You know, I believe it. There's some real crazy folks out there. I believe it. However, they prove that it's indeed possible.
Well, then you get to see more of the world. You can spend your time running around doing every quest. Slow and steady is the way.
Well, anyway, even with all that combined, it's still really fucking easy to get to level 60. Anybody can get to level 60. The game doesn't even really start until max level anyway. Any fucking noob can hit 60. And then you really have to learn how to play your class and get good.
Well, yes and no, but I kind of see what you're saying, even if I disagree with you.
Oh, no, I think rating is overrated. Ha ha ha, get it? Rating is overrated. But still, even though I have like 100 alts, I like playing on my level 60 Tauren Druid the most. I kind of like casting big Moonfire critical hits. I don't know, it's fun. Balanced Druid is fun. Moonkin is fun. Big yellow numbers, am I right, guys? I don't know about you, but I like having fun when I play video games.
I like seeing big yellow numbers on my screen, but I'll switch to my priest and heal for a while to shake things up. Because I also like to see big green numbers.
Big yellow numbers, that's all I like to see these days. I never get tired of seeing critical hits on my screen. I could play this game for 15 hours a day and I would still love seeing those big yellow numbers popping up on the screen. I swear, you guys, I really like critical hits. I really do. Big yellow numbers are like the fireworks of Azeroth. Every time I see a critical hit, it's like the 4th of July.
Donald, I truly agree with you. I can't get enough of critical hits. I never really talked about this with anybody before, but I fucking love big yellow numbers too. I really believe that yellow numbers have more power than any other color of number.
I really like big yellow numbers popping on my screen. I swear, nothing hits better than a big Starfire crit on a gnome and getting a one-shot kill. One of the best feelings in the world, guys. I could get Moonfire crits on those evil gnomes the rest of my life and be happy all those days.
I think this is something we're all in agreement with, gentlemen. We all love big critical hits. We all love seeing big yellow numbers popping up on our screen. That's really the most real shit I've ever realized.
Oh, you guys, you know, I really fucking love a good Starfire critical hit. It really gets my blood going, if you know what I mean.
The other day, someone told me about these critical hit add-ons. They're hysterical. You got to try them.
What critical hit add-ons did you get, Trump?
Okay, you got to download Shagu Bam. It will announce your critical hit when you get a new record, and it plays a kung fu sound effect. It's awesome. Okay, then look up Owen Wilson. Wow. You guys know Owen Wilson? He says, wow, every time you get a critical hit.
That sounds hilarious.
Wow. Who in the diddly dangle is Owen Wilson?
All right, well, I think I got to go, you guys. I'll be back on later. Next time, let's smash a 10-man Scholomance raid or something. See you later, guys.
Sounds good. I think I'll head out too. Good night, gentlemen.
Are we logging off? I thought we're doing Scholomance. Where's my invite? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Barack, I thought you were going to tell me about Shellcoin. Gosh darn it, fiddlesticks, son of a bitch. Oh, wait, never mind. It's on my screen. Oh, what button do I press again? What? You guys still there?